And we're back at it again. Okay, so this is going to be part 3. This is the recovery house and a few things that I missed in part 2. So after I confirmed my quote and like I let them know like, hey, I read the additional fees and stuff, and I understand that it may be needed, but it's not necessarily what I'll need. Um, they send me an option to make a deposit for the surgery. It goes towards the surgery, and you send it to, which he didn't upgrade it because it used to have to be a wire transfer, but now I see Dr. Plazas has Zelle now, and another method on here, I'm trying to find it, but so you send your um, deposit over to the payment information that he gives you after you guys agree on that quoted amount. The deposit is $1,000. And again, that is part of your surgery. So, like, say your surgery is like $7,000. If you pay your deposit, you're only due $6,000 of at the time of your surgery. So after it's sent, it has to leave the pending status before they will send you a voucher. The voucher is what confirms that your surgery is booked and that you've paid your deposit and that you're good to go. So after that, they ask for your full name, your passport number if you're coming in from another country, your city, birth date, phone number, email, the name of the person who made the deposit. If it's you, put you. If it's a business account, make sure to put that business account, the name of the bank, and the day of the surgery. They need all this to create your voucher. Damn. Okay, so my next video is going to have to be the recovery house because I'm not even done. Okay, so after all that is the voucher. They make sure the deposit and the information. They create a voucher with all the information that you provide to them. They ask you to send your flight information. So like the day you get there and then the day that you're flying out, so they can confirm that you're going to be there. You have to be there at least 48 hours before your surgery, or 72 depending on how long your flight is. They'll get into that. Because they arrange transportation to come pick you up. Like, you get off the plane and there will literally be someone standing there with a sign. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So they will provide the transportation to and from. So they need that information as well. And they will confirm once your payment is no longer pending for the Zelle transaction or however you sent your deposit, they will finally send you the voucher. They tell you the different ways that you can pay for your surgery. So I will go ahead and I'll input it here, but I'll also read it out, majority of it. But the balance of your surgery must be paid the day before the surgery in the office of Dr. Plazas and by cash or card. If you do use a card, there's an additional 7% tax. You have to understand how much that is on the thousands of dollars you're about to spend. That is for every 1,000, that's $70 that you're throwing away. So you might as well just grab cash before you go there, or they do accept the Colombian peso. But make sure that it is at the rate that day, because the rate of transfer does fluctuate every day by a couple dollars. So it has to be the day of the surgery's rate, not like yesterday's. To get a hemoglobin lab before your exam, because your hemoglobin needs to be at 12.5. So I start taking zinc, iron, and vitamin C like 3 weeks before my surgery. So like my body starts like, having it in there fully to make sure that my hemo stays up. After your first day that you arrive there, you'll do the test, the laboratories, the electrocardiogram. I think that's where I had messed up at. You'll get an evaluation with the anesthesiologist. You'll be able to consult with Dr. Plazas, clarify any doubts about the surgery, talk about different things, point out the different things you don't like, you like, whatever. And then your surgery will be scheduled for the next day. Again, if you smoke, it is very important to stop as soon as possible. If you use birth control, it is very important to stop to reduce surgical risk. And if you're over 45, it is important to bring a cardiological evaluation, which is a stress test, within a period of 3 months. If you're going to have a breast augmentation, it's important to bring an ultrasound of the breast within a period or of validity, which is 3 months. You must keep in mind that the masseuse goes to where you are staying, but you must pay the value of transportation to the recovery home, which is just $7. and the value can be shared with other patients. So say if 7 of y'all are in the house and you want a masseuse that day, you're each paying $1. So that's what that means. The patient is responsible for reserving their flight and securing their recovery house accommodations. And the airport you'll be flying into is Alfonso Bonilla Aragon International Airport, or CLO, in Cali, Colombia. And they just make sure to give you all this information so you don't go into the wrong part. Like some people will go into, what is it called? Medellin, whatever. And they find out that they're in the wrong place. They do have a website where they let you know the different things that you may need to bring or have, which is like a fluffy robe, compression socks, fuzzy slippers, pajamas, a headband if you don't want your hair in your face, because you're not going to want to deal with your hair. So I will be getting my hair braided before this trip. So they go ahead and they go into that, and then they send you the voucher. So the voucher, I will do a separate video because this is getting too long. All right, bye.